Your Justice Department sent between 20 and 30 armed agents to arrest this guy after he had offered to turn himself in voluntarily. Here's the photo. Once again, you can see the long guns, you can see the ballistic shields.
They made decisions on the ground as to what was safest and easiest.
So
you do not agree
right.
with your description of what happened on the scene.
You don't agree with my description. I'm pointing out what the photo is. There are agents here who have long guns and ballistic shields. Here's the 7 children with Mr. Houck and his wife. In this early morning, they were all at home. The children were screaming. They feared for their lives. You got these agents demanding that he come out. They've got the guns, she said, pointing at the house and at them. You use an unbelievable show of force. Guns that I just note liberals usually decry. We're supposed to hate long guns and assault-style weapons. You're happy to deploy them against Catholics and innocent children.
Pennsylvania Democrats jump on the national anti-gun bandwagon by pushing for an assault weapons ban in the state. Welcome to another installment of the Connecticut Gun Bench. Today's video is brought to you by P.A.N. Firearms, LLC. P.A.N. Firearms for NRA certification and multifaceted gun training. You can reach us at 203-300-6343 or use our website at www.panfirearmsllc.com. As always, there'll be a link in the description box below. Any channel, content, what I do here, you can support me with the link. Everything is appreciated. Once again, for my Connecticut residents, here's your PSA. If you want to get your Connecticut pistol permit, please get the training done before July 2024, because then after that, it gets harder, longer, more expensive for no other reason to disincentivize you from going out and getting your permit to purchase a firearm. If you have your permit, watch the expiration date. Don't let it expire. There's a link to the online renewal in the description box. Please pay attention to that. Let's talk about this. Now, we are seeing several states, Virginia being one of the newest, who are going for an all-out push for an assault weapons ban at the state level. And what you're seeing with these states, Pennsylvania we're going to talk about, and then Virginia, these are all coordinated through Biden's Office of Gun Violence Prevention. These states are pushing federal gun control at the state level for states, states that will hear them. Because, some states are going to basically be like, you're not listening to this. But just realize they just had a meeting in Washington, D.C., and they pulled anti-gun Democrats, state-level Democrats, into Washington, D.C. to discuss gun violence, when in reality, all it was a meeting on how to push exactly what we're going to talk about here at state level. Now, Pennsylvania is pushing 4 bills, and this has actually gone a little bit further, but I'm going to put them out here. House Bill 336, House Bill 483, House Bill 777, and House Bill 1190. Now, these have already gone through committee, which means they potentially are coming up to the House floor so they can vote on it. So this thing is moving forward full steam. Now, I'm going to bring you into here to get some information. Here we go. Anti-gun Pennsylvania lawmakers push assault weapons ban plus 3 other anti-gun measures. Pennsylvania gun owners are on an all-out assault by anti-gun lawmakers in Harrisburg with 4 restrictive firearms measures, including a sweeping ban on many common semi-automatic rifles, recently being approved in a key House committee, which means it's out of committee and it's going for a vote. On Wednesday, the House Judiciary Committee advanced, and I mentioned the 4 bills. The measures are now eligible to be voted on by the full House of Representatives should a vote be called on the House floor. So, Pennsylvania gun owners, this is your call to action. Just as I spoke about Virginia, this is your time. You've got to step up. You've got to step up. No action is guaranteeing you that you're going to lose your individual rights. But if you look here, I'm going to bring it up. The assault weapons ban, I want you to look at all the wording, the language that you use. It's cookie cutter. It's all cookie cutter. Every single state, Illinois, Connecticut, Maryland, and Virginia, Pennsylvania, California, look at the language. It's exactly the same language. This is not an organic movement. This is a coordinated, cohesive effort for states to pass federal gun control at the state level. You can see it here. I got it right here. Okay? It's cookie cutter. This is exactly the same language that is in California's bills, in Illinois' bill, that's in New York's bill, that's in Connecticut's bill. I was going to say our bill because I do, but Connecticut bill. It's all the same, which shows you that there is a collective effort, a cabal. They're working together to undermine your rights. And now, I want to come down to this one, but this is House Bill 483, which is creating a gun violence task force. So I keep saying, why is it you have to be shot in order to get somebody's sympathy? But once again, they're not talking about violence. They're talking about gun violence only. So if you're stabbed to death, they don't care. You get run over by an SUV, they don't care. They don't care. It's really shocking how they do this, but it just blows my mind. I'd love to sit down and listen to the narcissism of the people that come up with this crap. But just realize, all these gun violence task force are being funded through Biden's bipartisan, well, what he calls the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act. That's where the money comes from. Now, if you went to Biden and said, we want to create a task force to study SUV violence, he said, I'm not giving you money for that. But you mentioned gun violence, it's like, oh yeah, I'm on board, because what these things usually end up happening is that people have their rights pulled out from underneath them under the guise of making our communities safer. Now, I come out of here. So Pennsylvanians, gun owners, constitutionalists, this is your time. You need to get on the phone to your local reps and let them know you're not on board with this at all. And it's being propelled by the same lie to make things safer, to reduce gun violence. And just realize they're not talking about your safety. This is truly just about removing firearms from the public. So, once again, Pennsylvanians, you basically, here's your warning. They're trying to push an assault weapons ban in your state. Get on the phones, make those phone calls. Because I'm telling you, once they get one thing, they're never going to stop. It's going to be the next thing and the next thing. We are experiencing that here in Connecticut. We had SB 1160, which is an assault weapons ban. Oh, don't worry about it. Just register your weapons and you're good to go. Then all of a sudden, a couple of years, 10 years, 12 years later, we had HB 6667, which further went into further restrictions. And we had a governor who, 2019, stated that he wanted to take all so-called assault weapons from the public. Get active, get vigilant, start making, make a cohesive effort with gun rights groups in your state and start donating to them. You do not want this thing. But let me know what you think. As always, you can leave your comments in the comment section below. And as always, any statements of violence or statements that lead to violence will be removed. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you're notified the next time a video goes live. I will see you on the next one. Peace.